I will make tea for every NPC. Yeah, the spotlight can't be on Sari because they would derail the campaign.
Time to burn the ocean.
She said as Sari is about to, like, high five with a being of pure magical energy.
Oh man, it's gonna be a mess.
Yeah.
Oh, I have things planned.
Oh.
Don't you worry.
I'm scared.
How scared can you possibly be? You're literally trying to kill off your character.
I'm not trying to kill off my character. I'm playing my character in character, and my character is trying to kill my character.
Okay, your character's trying to kill your character off by being emotionally stupid.
They want friends.
You have friends.
Yeah, but they don't want this poor thing to get. Anyways, we're on the wrong campaign.
You guys got things to do.
So was Samson like reading the book or still here or like?
I mean, he put the book down when you left and Rosebeard came, and they just started chatting.
Okay. But yeah, she probably at some point was like, have you seen anything else interesting in there?
Oh, well, I thought it was kind of weird that this entire Draco Narak military used crossbows long before they used real bows, but hey, I can't, they're still around, I can't complain.
Indeed.
But besides that, I haven't really been looking. You know, just trying to relax. Can't really train on the boat. Reedon's not coming up to,
You guys can't train on the boat.
Reedon's not coming up with anything, so I'm just kind of sitting here.
It's certainly hard to read when the text isn't in a readable language.
Yeah, at least not one I can read.
Man, if only you had somebody who could read that.
Yeah, if only.
If only. He's busy. It's fine.
Yeah, he's busy with, like, afterlife things.
You know how Impidu is.
Yeah.
She's gonna just sit down next to him and like collect the book for herself and skim it, really not looking for anything this time, just like mindlessly looking at pictures.
Here you go.
Now lick the book.
Jensen is going to look at some of the little scrap parts he has for that, like, weird gore gun that Nim's drenched up.
Because it turns people to spaghetti.
Woo!
It turns them al dente.
Delicious.
Yeah, sure. Investigate the parts.
Alright. Go investigate. That's pretty good.
You can almost... Ah, hold on. Too much bread.
Ah.
Sweet.
You can almost tell how the parts you have would fit in together to make a proper whole, but they're all too old and warped and crusty and rusty to really be fitted together. And you're not a gunsmith, so...
Not yet.
You can clean guns, you just don't know how to build them.
Yeah.
What's all that junk?
So this is something that Nim drenched out when she was looking for, well, whatever the hell she was looking for.
I believe the term was shinies.
Yeah, that. And, so with the, they look like they're the components of some sort of, old firearm that the Everengali military used, and they seem to work with these. And Samson's gonna take out the he's got what, 3 crates of bullets?
Yeah,
I
they're
think
like
you'd have more than that.
not crates, but like boxes.
Yeah.
Like ammo boxes.
Yeah, let me see how many you have. I wrote down the number totals.
Yeah. Think like each box would contain 6 rounds.
Yeah, you said 6 rounds. Yeah, but keep talking while I look, I'll tell you.
Yeah. Nim dug up this gun and some rounds for it, and I was, figured I'd keep it for reference in case I could get one made myself.
Military grade firearms?
Yeah.
Listen, I know. It's just, we don't know what we're going to be dealing with once we get back to shore and past that, so...
What do you think will happen?
Well, we are going to get back to Everengal. We're going to rush to the king's quarters. Nim's gonna give him the sword. Zanzibar will show up. And whatever that sword does will probably wipe out the entire castle. And considering that the entire military would probably know that we're still alive, being that they're the ones who would escort us there, we'll probably be blamed for whatever happened and be criminals on the run.
Just don't
Nope.
kick up forehead.
But
It is their doing.
But since apparently this whole international thing was our home countries versus Everengal and all the other countries, there's a chance that we might be able to seek some sort of shelter, one of our home countries. Maybe not permanently, but long enough to get our bearings. You know what I mean?
So we'll be on the run.
We'll be on the run.
Just
But-
looks at the deck for a minute.
If things work out well, we might be able to seek shelter in our home countries, and we won't be on the run.
On the run again.
But
Oh yes, indeed, they're on the run again.
Okay.
I don't
So-
know who's in charge of Katma, but I don't know if they'll let me and Nim stay. I put my bottom shekel on the fact that anyone who's in charge of Aresis would not stick their neck out for you or Nim, and we don't know what the heck goes on in Nim's country, so I think the only way we would ever have to be safe is by splitting up, and frankly, I don't want to.
Also, I think Nim would die.
Also, Nim might die if she's on her own.
Thanks, fam.
No problem. Granted, I don't have any foresight, so take everything I said with a grain of salt, but I couldn't tell you what would have happened on this trip either. So hopefully things all work out for the best, but I gotta prepare for the worst.
Also, I can't not use a gift. Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Besides, you and Nim are my family, so if push comes to shove and people get in the way, I won't be afraid to use something like this.
I will turn our enemies into spaghetti in front of us.
Even less than spaghetti, more like pulp.
Yeah, but spaghetti sounds much funnier. And even though it's just as gory, it somehow sounds less gory.
Somebody touching my spaghetti!
As he's standing there trying to pushes organs back into his body. Ah, my spaghetti!
But get a hold of yourself.
Yeah. Does Shala have a retort or no?
Yes.
In 15 minutes.
Right after these commercial messages. Yeah, no, she's gonna be like, And if we were to split up, how do you propose you'd be protecting anyone?
Well, that's the thing. I don't want to split up. You and Nim, you're like a second family to me. But, as far as I know, I don't think Varises would throw me under the bus. What with, whatever the king was doing, going public, causing some big international incident. But, like I said, I don't think they'd stick their neck out for you two. And I don't know if your home or her home can do the same for us.
I suppose.
So,
I'm simply not sure I want my home to. The whole reason I'm here is to protect it.
that's fair.
Seems like running somewhere you want to stay safe when you've got the target on your back is not beneficial.
True. You wouldn't want to bring any trouble to where you're going. And if everything comes down to it, trouble's all we're going to be seeing. I honestly wish I could say the same, but I do want to see my mom when she's healthy again. Even if it won't be for long.
What is she like?
My mom?
Yes.
Well, she's she's really smart for one. When it was me and her with the rest of our people, she took over teaching a bunch of the kids things like, you know, how to read, how to write, how to speak,
How to not be a menace to society.
how to not be a menace to society.
Well, she failed there.
I'm not a menace.
You're a
I'm
little
just a
bit of a menace.
pariah. There's a difference.
Dad.
I thought you were gonna say I'm just the Messiah.
No, we're not getting into this again. And, well, she definitely had the patience of a saint. Oh, I can't remember a time in my entire childhood when she got upset. No matter how much either I or someone else messed up. She's a pretty good cook, although, I'd imagine she's a little bit rusty at this point. And
I'm sure it's something that comes back quickly.
yeah, Well, what else can I say? She took care of me my whole life, pretty much. I'm not sure if you know this, but I never knew my dad. Like, ever.
Oh.
Even Zanzibar himself said that, he ain't seen no one who looked like he'd be my daddy.
My daddy.
And digging through my head. So as far as I know, I've never met the man.
Is it common too in Varesis?
No. I mean, all the other kids, their moms and dads were part of the group, unless they had to leave or they found somewhere to settle down. And even when I was growing up, the only time someone's dad wouldn't be around is if they were, working, and they
Not
come
what
home
you thought.
quickly.
I see.
But I mean, I doubt I'm the only kid. I'm down the only kid in Varesis who grew up without a pa, but from what I could tell, it wasn't really too common. Not really many places to go when you don't have a penny to your name.
Suppose it is hard to track a person like that as well.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Ask for the guy who traded 3 pounds of barley for some clothes and a hat?
Do you hope you will meet him?
Eh, to be honest, I don't really care. Whether he left for a reason or he just wanted to do something else, it's really none of my concern. I'm living my life, he's living his, or not, I don't know.
Presumably.
And, well, I'm living for me and my mom. Well, now I got you guys.
We're not your dad.
I don't have that anatomy.
You're my family.
You're my everything. I love you.
You guys are my family.
You guys are
You
my
can't
family.
go away now.
You can't go away now. As long as we
You'll
stick
never
together,
leave.
I'll be able to detonate more wham.
I've locked all the doors and sealed all the exits. Now we will play Scrabble until the times are gone.
It's a good thing I can just make a door.
I will make
No.
a door through your head.
Oh.
You cannot leave.
I think that's called being shot.
You cannot leave this room. We must detonate more time to our family. We haven't been spending enough familial time with each other. Now, I'll be the daddy and you'll be the daughter. Anyway, detonated ram aside.
How much dedicated wham do you need?
How much detonated wham?
How much?
I'm sorry?
How much dedicated wham?
Detonated wham, how much? For a server? Yeah.
Yeah.
They looked so uncomfortable. It was great.
Yeah.
Not having context.
You want context?
After the session.
All right.
Squeak,
So-
squawk, squickety squawk.
So was that the end of Samson's spiel about Daddy left for milk and cigarettes?
My daddy left. Daddy, no.
Daddy, no. Daddy, please come back. I'll be a good little girl, I promise.
The only thing I know is my daddy's probably a bitch and I could beat him in a fight.
Actually, now that I think about it, that was at least to my ear, that sounded like a pretty good Octavia.
I don't know who that is, but
A
I'm
hell of
also
a boss character that just so happens to be a female. And I never thought of going that route for a female voice.
Okay.
Put that in the books for later.
Yeah.
Daddy?
Daddy, no!
Daddy, no!
Don't
Please!
Daddy, no!
I was running around the house, and I couldn't find you! You were gone, and I was scared, Daddy!
God dang it, Crushinator!
Please, never leave!
I love him!
I love you.
I love him!
Anyway, the Simpsons like, my dad is a bitch, I think.
Did he actually say that, or was that?
No, that was a
Okay.
above board joke.
Okay.
Yeah,
Skelly would
know
be
nothing
inclined
about-
to agree.
I didn't know nothing about my dad, and it was just me and my mom. Until she got sick, and it was just me.
She's still around.
Yeah, but I've tried not to lean on her while she's in this state.
Samson, why did you leave? I was so sick, and you were never around.
That's a bad kind of guilt trip, considering he literally paid for her life.
Bitch,
You're wasting one.
I was making money!
But I was so lonely. Samson!
I had to get the bread so you could sit in bed.
Oh, Christ.
One of us had to be out working to pay the bills, and it ain't you.
I was dying.
Get up.
You are the bills.
Yeah, you are single-handedly the bill.
My heart is so broken. I'm going to die. Ah.
No dying.
Bleh.
No dying.
Dying.
Bleh, bleh, bleh.
KO! You win! Perfect.
Matricide. So what the Hyala say to the daddy speech?
I'm not sure how to respond.
I didn't know my
Although
father. I didn't know my
I had
father.
something to say, and I'm like, that feels insensitive.
Oh?
Your dad is a bitch, and I could probably beat him in a fight. Allison, yeah.
I didn't know my father either. We just slept around. Goddamn child soldiers sleeping around. Anyway, my
My
stupid
plan
jokes
is very well put together, can't you tell? No one knows their dad, so it's the norm.
Your father can't leave
You're a
if
freak.
he doesn't know you have a kid.
You're a freak for not knowing your dad. I'm cool for not knowing mine.
Nah, she's just normal. Kuna
Well, that's
doesn't
the
know her
thing.
dad.
You can't.
Yeah, but Kuno can know his fur.
Yeah, that said, Hyala knows Kuno's dad, but Hyala's mom does not know Hyala's dad.
Yeah, it decidedly seems like it's a good thing Kuno was born a girl because men don't seem to have a long life expectancy in her.
What? No, she's
they just-
probably alive.
They just constantly go out to get milk and cigarettes.
No,
All of them.
Amka's the only dead dad.
Well,
No,
Chris
they
is
mean-
not the
they
only.
go out to pick up
That's
the mail
relevant.
from the spider and they never show up again.
Man,
Oh
maybe we
god,
should
how
have switched
fucked
from
up
those venomous spiders.
So we had a joke about like the mom club with all of the adventurers, but I want to meet like the deadbeat dad all together.
Yes.
You say deadbeat. Nim's father just walks in the room, throws money at them, and is like, "You're laborers now. Come on."
Yeah, and trying to meet Hyala's dad would just be Mamma Mia. Like,
Shala Mia, here we go again. My.
We were talking about Samson's mom. Yes.
Mia. Kuno's got a
Yes.
hat. My. Look at how it fits her.
But we were talking about Samson's mom and not knowing his dad, and he's okay with that. As he can be, because he has no memory of it.
Samson's mom is coughing up some blood.
Keepers.
Man, we are really trying to keep this PG rating.
Not at all. And it's great.
She's gonna think for a minute
I'm back.
while
Well,
I
Shala's
say.
thinking? Shala doesn't do that. It's not like she has
Oh
had
shit,
so
right.
much to think about this whole fucking session. Oh my god. Shala's head must be on fire. She has had so many things to think about.
It's decidedly a good thing,
Yeah!
because not having stuff to think about is how she spirals back into a PTSD episode and becomes useless to society.
Yeah, how she has literally made her situation worse. Being forced to deal with things and not being able to say they don't exist is... Oh god, that care package was more care package than I ever thought it was. It's actively giving Yala reasons to confront her problems.
Wee! But yeah, no, I mean, for the above game record, that is what she was thanking Samson for, was coming over to, like, read with her, because it gave her a distraction from the impending doom that was looming over her head.
Yeah, I did something right.
Yay.
Yeah, good, now just keep doing that.
Do
Don't
It's not like he's got
fuck it up.
anything else to do.
that, but more. Or don't, who knows. Honestly, it'll be easier. Some things will be easier for Hyala if she hates you. Like splitting up, which she doesn't want to do, but isn't going to admit that because she's
Look,
stupid.
I'm gonna be real with you guys.
You're
If
not
we
going.
split
How the
up-
hell are you not going to admit it when you were literally the one pushing this whole family thing at the start?
I wasn't pushing it.
Yes, you were. You were literally the one who called us family.
Yeah, I
the
admitted it.
middle of a-
That's not
like, a-
pushing it.
Yes.
You didn't
that
have
is-
to call me family back,
Yes, I did.
jerk.
I
You're a
told you
jerk.
I love you. You don't have
You
to tell me
tsundere.
you love me back.
Fuck.
Baka, claws eyes out.
I want to know. I want to know what the old language word for baka is.
I'll have to come up with
Come on.
something.
You have to
Come
come up
on.
with something, and you just, and I beg you, just start calling people that you like.
Hyala's
Not
like
I
the
like
off
you or
fence.
anything,
And...
Shiko.
Yeah. She's just trying to figure out the logistics of not splitting up versus where to go versus everything is a mess.
Versus, oh my god, what have I signed up for? Oh my god, I should have really asked for something for this. Oh my god!
She's like, man, I want to meet Samson's mom. She sounds pleasant.
More pleasant than my mom. She didn't put a sword in his
Samson's
hands.
like, she was supportive. Hyala's like, whoa.
Whoa.
We don't know what
She
that's
was
like.
supportive.
Parents
and
can
nice.
be like that.
She
In
cooked.
fact, she's the whole she's so awesome. I've literally ruined my life for the past 5 years to try and help her out.
Hyala has opinions.
Who, Yellow?
Nim is never here for the
Next,
emotion.
you're gonna tell me those opinions aren't going to be heard or voiced. crazy.
Who knows? I mean,
I
he's got a
think you knows.
oh, it actually was almost going to be the next thing that I said.
Damn it.
But now that you bring it up,
Now that I don't remember what we were talking about. Because he left out, like, I've been trying not to rely on her since she got sick.
Which you should understand by now is a very Samson thing to do.
Yes, and that's why. But, like, because she doesn't know the extent of the sickness. She doesn't want to be like, you should try relying on her, it might make her feel happier. But, like, if she's, like, unable to move sick, then that just sounds like a really insensitive, douchey thing to say.
Yeah.
So that's why it didn't come up.
Samson doesn't even know how severe her sickness is.
Yeah.
Zanzibar did say she wasn't doing good.
Zanzibar said that, man, if you had asked me any later, you might have just been, I might have just handed you a shovel.
Oh,
Well,
in there, but what he actually says, so how's my mom doing? Oh, she's dying.
And he's like, what?
I remember too. He was like, what?
What?
yeah.
It's like you literally heard his heart shatter.
If you pay close attention, you can actually see the moment his soul leaves his body.
Wait.
So what does Yellow say?
What did she say?
Ah!
Say it.
What did she
Apparently Gremlin's living in her brain.
Say it.
Really kept the voices. I'm
Hey,
too young
Gremlin.
for schizophrenia.
They're
Here we are
gremlins
on the
and
4
the
o'clock
kids.
news.
This just in. What did the hell say?
What did it say? Do the roar.
I'm just imagining like the Sir Palo thing. No? Anybody? Sir Palo? No?
I'm bad with names. I don't know who that is.
Any? No? No? No?
Huh?
Any? No? Sir Palo? No? Anybody?
No.
Sounds like a no, fam.
It's a spooky month? No? Okay. I'm gonna cry.
It's gonna be a no from me, dog.
That's 3 people now, I guess.
So what does Yala say?
What does Yala say?
We've
the
gotten
line,
so
Yellow.
far off track that this is very difficult.
Say the line.
Say
Okay,
the
let me give
line.
you a reminder. Samson
Yeah,
was talking
whatever.
about his dad, and then he went
Yeah,
into...
Samson was talking. Yeah.
Samson was
Samson
talking about his dad,
mom
and then
and how
he
she was
went
cool.
into... Dead mom, are you even listening?
Yeah, so it started on mom, went to dad, and then went back to mom. And Yala had opinions.
But you
Nah.
forgot him.
I forgot my opinions.
Forget about it.
Most
Well, if you
people,
forgot
did.
them, they weren't important.
Or don't.
you know, in conversations, most people get to say Gotti. Shala just gets to say Forgotti.
I forgot.
Well, let us know when you remember.
Ah. What a strange thing to say, Yala.
I know, right? It's like something possessed me.
Was it the
Like
spirit
it wasn't
of
that
Olsen?
thing that makes me say things.
Save it. What does Yala say?
What does Shala say? What does Shala say?
Well, I guess we'll just go with
Get owned.
get wrecked. You know, if it was me, I just wouldn't have a dying mother. No offense to Samson, but I'm different. Man, I had a thing to say.
Do you remember the
Oh, alright. Okay, everybody shut up.
Okay. Okay.
Well, hopefully by the next time we see her, she'll be up on her feet.
Yeah, I hope so too. I really do. Although, it's gonna be weird to come home and say, hey Mom, look at me, I'm a war criminal now.
Oh, Samson, I always knew you could do it.
I always knew you could make it big. A name on every block.
And every wanted poster.
Nah, you don't mind if I turn you in for
You're
that
finally
bounty,
wanted,
right?
Samson.
I'm sorry, what was that, Mom? I couldn't hear you over this several platinum debt you have.
Why do you think I'm turning you in?
Oh my god.
You don't mind if I turn you in so I can pay back that debt, do you?
Kinda.
Well, that's too bad.
I
All of a
already called
sudden-
the authorities.
All of a sudden, a dart hits into Samson's neck. He's like, what? Falls on the floor.
That's 2 family betrayals.
Top 10 family betrayals.
Oof.
So what does Yellow say?
She already
hasn't
said her
yet.
thing.
Yeah.
We had an exchange and it's back to Yala again.
Oh.
Yeah, she's like, you think Nim and I will ever meet her?
I mean, you said you weren't too keen on going back home. And honestly, I don't know my geography well enough to know which is the closest city that we can probably go to. But there's always a chance. Honestly, she'd probably love to meet you two.
Would be
Once we're
interesting to meet her
cool.
as well. Probably could learn a few things.
I mean, I wouldn't really know this from experience, but I think you'd be a pretty good mom when you get back home. I mean,
I genuinely thought he was.
granted, we've only been traveling for, what has it been, 2 months?
About, yeah. I mean, you're the timekeeper.
I am, so I'm thinking about it. It's been about, it was 59 days, like, a while ago, so it's been about 66, 67. So yeah, I'd say about, yeah, so it's been about 2 months. We'd only really been traveling about 2 months, but, I mean, a person, protective of people you want to protect, and, well, haven't really seen you lost your temper.
Suppose I simply lose it in different ways.
You see more of the losing your cool type than losing your temper, but you know you better than I do.
Probably.
I mean, after watching
I'd hope
you lose
so.
that ice stone, you definitely lose your cool.
Uh-huh. I mean, I'd hope so. I'll be honest, I don't even know everything about myself.
I don't think anyone does.
Yeah, I get it.
She's gonna, like, look at one of her hands.
Whoa, I have 5 fingers?
You know, this is a lot less interesting when I'm sober.
It's not less interesting.
I mean, the last time you looked at your hands, you were trying to fish in the snow.
Ah, That's what was being referred to.
Yeah, so
Should I try and fish in the sky again?
Butterfly in the sky.
let's get it on.
I can fly twice as high.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
love
it's
that.
so good.
Same old shit.
I could do anything. Same old shit.
I love it so much.
Boom.
But yeah, I'll just be like, sometimes I'm not really sure I know who I am. It seems to change.
Well, what theories you got?
Theories?
Yeah. Who you are now, who you were. What's
Well-
going on in your head, y'all?
Nothing.
I can say it's decidedly not nothing.
Shut up, Zanzibar. You have no
Stop
part in this
bothering me,
conversation.
Teach me magic and give me ice cream.
Do my
Also
homework.
very important.
I hope you, as the player, know that you are not getting ice cream until after hydromancy and cryomancy.
I hope
I
you
thought
know
you were
I
about
will
to say
bring it
until
up.
after high school. No ice cream for you until after high school.
Wow, that's dark.
Does Nim is decidedly breaking that.
I mean, you can try. I can't promise success. I can only promise.
We don't
the
need
opportunity.
success, we need funny.
Yeah.
Funny.
Sweets are involved. Nim doesn't care about the consequences of her actions.
Yeah.
Well, I see Nim's self-preservation is tanked.
I've never had any. I don't know what you're talking about.
This is why Kiala needs to stay around.
Nim's only option was go in the back, and if I get hit, well, guess I die. It was very low.
Go in the back, enemy flanks to the back. Well, I'm dead. Time for a
Yeah.
new character.
Yep.
Hi everyone, I'm Mr. Skippy.
No.
Saw that one coming.
Christ.
I'm a wild magic sorcerer. And I'm
Oh,
How
chunky.
dare.
run! He's chunky.
I'm extra chunky.
Ugh.
Ugh, because I hate peanut butter, but that's just me. Continue talking.
Oh yeah. Kiala's asked about theories.
And what's going on in her head?
That's a much more difficult question. Well, you see there's a box, and in that box are all my emotions, and that box doesn't open.
Do you want the box to open?
I don't think so.
Would you like some emotional duct tape?
I've already got lots of it. But yeah, she'll just be like, well, I was raised to be a certain thing. But recently, it seems as if it'd be a bad idea.
Oh. What? I mean, I got an idea of how it raised you from what you told me, but what exactly were you raised to be?
It was always expected I'd become the leader. And that means being the strongest. I learned to kill before I learned to read.
Because one's an important life skill.
Yeah.
And the other one's reading,
Yeah,
which is bad.
exactly.
I'm so glad you got my drift.
while I can do it when I have to, it doesn't ever feel right.
Well, in my opinion, that's a good thing. I mean, I know what it's like, and I don't particularly like it, but sometimes I think that it's best not to like it, because what would that mean I am?
You are what you eat, silly.
You just call me beer?
Yeah. One of it.
Yeah.
So, man. I guess that's another big difference between how you and I were raised is well, no one really had expectations for me. I mean, sure, my mom was wanting me to turn out to be a good person. I'm pretty sure any parent does.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I grew up traveling between town to town with a bunch of, well, farmers, weavers, and people who did things for themselves. We almost never used money unless it was just to make things a little bit easier here and there.
Hmm.
And, well, look at me now.
She looks at him now.
I'm head student, one of the most prestigious academies in the entire nation. Some hick who nobody would have heard the name of for my whole life. But hard to take that with pride considering how I got here, but sometimes things just work out differently. I mean, I never would have expected to meet you or Nim, or even Trin and Celeste. I'm pretty sure you probably never thought the same either.
No one ever expects Nim.
Nobody expects the name.
The Nimquisition.
Yeah.
No one ever expects the Nim Heartsquisition.
Things certainly would have been easier if we didn't connect, just got everything done, and could go back to living our lives.
Well, if we came here and did everything we were supposed to, we'd all end up in a ditch somewhere.
Or in a monster's belly.
Speak for yourself.
Wait, was that to me or above board to Nim?
No, that was to you.
I mean, no offense, Yala, but we only got to where we are for the sole fact that, one, Zanzibar hates the king more than he hates us, so of course they try to make his plans fail. And two, well, we managed to actually get there without dying and going crazy.
But you came damn close to the going crazy part.
I don't know what you're talking about. We are
Uh,
perfectly emotionally stable.
Kiala was decidedly past the go on crazy part. She just
Yeah.
had to kind of get over it.
That would be awesome to know, but yalla.
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 Ya la la la. Ya la
Ya la 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 la.
She needs
Look at her going crazy.
help. But she doesn't express her problems, so nobody knows that she needs
But
help.
does she want help?
She doesn't know what she wants.
Express your problems to me.
You already know all of them. Shut up.
That's why it's perfect.
Ugh.
Get out of my head.
What was the
Honestly,
last
though,
thing you said?
Yeah, if
You said
this whole trip to Zanzibar went the way it was supposed to, we would have died. Erangel would have assembled an army to invade Zanzibar, and they all would have been wiped out by the man hanging up sausages under the deck.
Who has literally been sitting with Nim on top of the deck playing with water.
Oh, I thought they were still down under.
No.
no. We've been on
Please
top
don't
of the
say
deck
it like
for
that
a
anymore.
while.
I'm sorry, I
You
thought they
are-
were still Australian.
They come from a land down under.
I love that song.
It's so good.
Boomerangs are cool.
She just smiled and gave me a Vegemite sandwich.
I
I
want
thought
to
it was a
try
guy.
Vegemite. No, not anymore.
My mouth was full of water. I was gonna say, oh, she transitioned? Good for her.
Woo.
I also, too, want to try Vegemite.
I don't.
It could
So
be
your
good.
thing is, you Vegemite not?
Veggie definitely will not.
Vegel won't.
Vegent.
Vegent. Yes.
The masters of the English language.
Vegan.
I wanna have int be more used than just don't and won't. That will be the mark I leave on this world. Fucking over English once more.
Yay.
I could see it now. Dad, where's my teddy bear? Don't you mean teddy bear int?
Tedent.
What you mean? Where int is int? Your int? Any int? Bear int?
What?
That's it. Kid int, and they just disappear.
What are you talking about, Jessicant? Why is my
Just in and just int.
Alright, so I'm expecting to see more nts in chapter 2.
No, I have to write this for the layman, and they can barely read as is.
Well, but the layman's are the people you have to convince to start using int if you want it to become a thing.
Well, yeah, but I'll do that once I have power.
Mm.
In any event, conversations.
Yes.
Yes. So Samson was talking about the Zanzibar trip, and
And how
honestly,
much loved it.
you know, when I first got here, I probably would have agreed with you. I expected this whole thing to be wrapped up a few days, maybe even a few weeks. Get the sword, head back, do what we gotta do, and get paid and get out. Like every other job I've been told to do.
Is he gonna
What?
say what I think he's gonna say? Don't mind me.
You're being minded.
I'm sorry.
Go on.
Well, what do you want me to say? You guys have grown on me.
Damn it.
I've grown
No.
taller. That's so good to hear.
Now,
No, you're still short, Nam.
Jim, you can literally grow taller at a whim.
I can
Like,
I just imagined her crying and she just starts getting shorter.
You
You don't
guys
need to
don't
get
even know how
taller.
tall I actually am.
you don't need to
Short,
get taller,
that's
just
the
get
one.
shortened.
Colin.
You don't know how tall I actually am. Yes, I do. You're short. Now move it.
I'm average height, you fuck nugget.
I
Anyway.
am taller.
Now
than
wiggle
you.
the water!
Wiggle
Now
that
wiggle
water.
the water, damn it!
Wiggle that
Hello?
water.
If I don't see that water wiggling!
I wiggle water. I wiggle water.
Anyway, aside from things that weren't actually said,
Yeah.
continue.
The motto of this campaign, when anything serious is going on.
90% of this campaign occurs above board.
I love it though.
It do.
It- yeah, it's fun.
We're not afraid to do things above board.
We're not afraid to do things ourselves. Except for Nim, she is.
Why would I do anything for myself when I can depend on the two most dependable people I know?
Aw,
We're gonna
thanks,
leave you in your
Nim.
home country.
I thought you were gonna say pay your way out of it.
That's also an option, but that's not a way to subtly manipulate you guys into feeling bad for saying anything other than okay.
Fuck, she really is a heart.
Obviously joking.
I don't know about that.
I don't know. When the
She
entire
has been
room
spending a
doesn't
lot of time
realize-
around Zanzibar.
Yeah. She's now
My emotional manipulation skills are very not good.
What are you talking about? Spending time around Zanzibar wouldn't make her subtle at manipulating people.
Fair enough.
Samson's social manipulation, however.
Yo,
I mean,
crazy.
shit, if Nim picked up social manipulation from Zanzibar, it might be the worst thing ever. Could you imagine Nim literally manipulating a person because she's so right that you can't disagree with her?
I can't even imagine him being right.
Exactly.
How dare
Zanzibar
you.
can either be so right you can't say no, or he could literally just tell you you can't say no. He
Nim-
leans for the easier option.
Nim, 1, doesn't know how to use her own powers. 2, doesn't know what a balanced diet is. And 3, doesn't seem to know the size of birds that she raced with for several years.
No, okay, so it's so much funnier if I on purposely called him Little Bow.
Yes, but at the same time, it's even more funny if all those things about her are true, but she has a social manipulation skill of like 30.
What is this, 3rd edition?
I just
Nim's
gaslight you until you believe you're wrong.
Nim's manipulation stat is from 3rd edition.
Word.
A 3rd
Yeah.
edition stat in a 5th edition game.
Can I get one of those?
Get better script.
I think Samson's already better at manipulating people than Nim is.
I don't
Nim's
know.
ultimate
Shala
friend.
hasn't opened up just yet. Crack the Shala and I might agree with him.
Don't say that, he's gonna start whacking her over the head.
I was taught this is what love is! But
Yalla's like, I'm inclined to agree with you, honestly.
Rosebeard, join us! Bonk!
I just see him standing there with a cup of coffee, just like, no, I don't think I will. Just walks back into the cabin.
No, I don't think I will.
No. I think I'm gonna stay over here. As he just turns away, and the camera keeps looking at where he's walking from. And as he finally comes out of camera view, you just see Nim and Zanzibar doing like crazy explosion shit on deck. And meanwhile, there's Yala and Samson just bonking each other. The entire boat's just fucking chaos. It's like, no, I'm good. I need more coffee.
Well, and what Samson is going to do is, after saying that him and Hyala have really grown on him, he is going to turn to Hyala and give a big dumb smile.
Oh.
You say big dumb smile, and I just imagine caveman Patrick.
Yeah. Except Samson's hot, so it's a hot guy dumb smile.
See, now you said that, and I just saw the TikTok meme of them, like, putting their fingers around their chin going,
No, we're gonna stop
Samson
that.
just turns to Hyala and goes, "There's no such thing as coincidence."
What? There have certainly been some unintended consequences from the whole trip.
Well, considering we're about to become war criminals, yeah, but life's short.
And so are the people you're going to affect.
Life's short, so is Nim.
If I've learned two things on this trip, is that life is short and so is Nate.
I'm not actually this height. Leave me alone.
No.
You're not here, we can pick on you all we want.
I know.
Learn to be yourself, you weirdo.
That's what I've been saying, you false-skinned runt.
Hey, that's racist.
I'm Zanzibar!
That's no excuse.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
I love how it came out of Jade's mouth of all people.
See, now you're getting it.
Not a good excuse, but it is an excuse.
Any excuse is a good excuse as long as you're angry enough.
Bingo.
Can't believe I get bullied like this.
I
Even better, you're being bullied outside of your ability to hear us.
Yeah, bullying.
But, so Samson's going to, like, after giving a big smile, Hyala is just gonna go, yeah, life's short, and we're in a dangerous field. So, instead of worrying about getting our next paycheck and shoving off to wherever we gotta be, just gotta make the most of it and spend it with people you like, you know?
And yet, here we are.
Well,
That was not said. She's just gonna be like, well, I suppose you're welcome to think that way, but I'm not planning on letting you die anytime soon.
I'm not planning on dying anytime soon.
Wow, that's a first.
Yeah.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, she's just gonna be like, whoa.
I mean, I can't. Besides the fact that I pulled Zanzibar over there, I won't. I still got my mom to look after, even if she is getting better.
Kella's gonna
Besides,
flick him in the forehead.
you and Nim. Ow! What was that for?
Meow does now.
Just for being you.
Aww. Aww. I get hit a lot for being me.
Why does being me always get me hit?
You'll know when you're older.
No. No, he won't.
Why does being me always get my head?
Was that actually asked, or was that... Haha,
What I
Mimi.
said? That was haha funny.
Okay.
That was haha funny, but that was also something he like probably thought to himself.
She's gonna be like, I just hope that someday you'll want to live because you want to live. Caring for others is great, but you do have to like you.
You do?
And she's gonna be, and maybe it's hard to fathom it now, but I hope someday you'll understand.
God damn, is Yellow talking to Samson or herself at this point?
Yes, is the
Jealous?
answer.
Only goal is to live. Her purpose is currently to push that will to live onto Samson.
Here, take my will to live. I have to die now.
Bye! She jumps off the side of the boat.
Take my last hamon.
Hey, I'll tell you everything about myself if you'll kill me afterwards.
Samson being Samson would probably take that bet fully intending to try and stop her.
You know, I can't get away with it if you say it.
The whole thing comes to fruition, his deception revealed, and it's just like, ha! Now you get it! Man, and I thought Nim was the only one picking up lessons from me.
This.
Head empty, only ice cream.
Nim pours the water into what looks like a bowl of ice cream.
Ice cream.
It starts making passive aggressive ice cream shapes of water.
Did you just make it taste like ice cream?
I can, but he also promised me ice cream, so I'm gonna bring it up until he kills her, or until he
also-
gets it.
Water
Yeah,
texture
for every
ice cream.
passive aggressive water shape you make of ice cream, Zanzibar is going to splash you with your entire body with it.
It's a good thing that was a joke above game, but not actually.
Yeah. Like every time, even something remotely ice cream looking, the water's just gonna explode in your face.
It happens on accident. He's like, how dare you? She's like, how dare I what?
What did I do?
Ice cream scoops are circular. I literally...
I was trying to make a spoon. What happened? Did I mess
It
up?
looks like an ice cream spoon.
It looked like a spoon that you'll make for ice cream. You're either going to avoid those shapes or get wet.
What?
Because you're working with water.
You're working with water. Don't you dare take that somewhere else.
Yeah. God, all session we have not been going there. You shouldn't start now.
This is like clean, wholesome Christian D&D play.
Yeah, this is my Roman Catholic Christian D&D server. And everyone knows the Catholics have never done anything sus. No Catholic has ever done anything.
Oh, that hurt.
I'm sorry,
Get owned.
but I'm so happy I could make you laugh. I think that was the
That was
best-
a big laugh.
That was the biggest laugh I've ever gotten Jade from a solo joke. Well, my heart's filled with joy today.
We can change that.
Oh, I'm sure you can, Shay. Out of all the people here, I'm sure you can. But I'm asking you
Why,
not
when I'm
to.
a terrible person?
I'm implying that you have a capacity for fucking malicious chaos. When it comes to creating chaos, you have
Ooh,
malicious
the wild
intent.
magic sorcerer player.
No! Well, yes, I thought you said character.
Whatever would I do anything that could injure my friends?
Because,
Purple.
Shay, as soon as the prospect for doing that comes up, this is what I imagine you look like. That! As soon as the prospect for chaos comes up, that is the face I imagine you have.
Nah, that's too much effort to me.
Is it what I'm picturing?
I don't know. Check
Well,
out.
look and
Probably.
take a seat.
Oh, that's not what I had in my head.
I will let you know I have gone out of my way to not injure my party. In this campaign.
I haven't.
I genuinely expected you to post this.
Those were posted at the same time. I was
Yeah.
really confused.
Both of them weren't.
Yeah.
Also, it's 10 o'clock, so, like, final thoughts? Tiala, Samson, whoever is saying words.
Kiala said her thing. I think we were waiting on Samson this time.
So you're not, because Samson doesn't know what to say to that.
Alright.
To say to what again?
Kiala telling him that it's all fine and good, but he has to find a reason to live for himself. And Samson's like, me?
This is just Tiala and Samson right now.
Yeah.
Especially Samson just smiling.
I feel like that happens. There's a moment of silence, and then there's a suspicious water explosion that wets the entire boat.
Oh no, roll me an Arcana. Let's see if you not fail.
I don't think I'll not fail.
Didn't happen. Anyway, that's the end of the recording. Goodbye, Fredboat, and your dodginess.
Giant octopus time.
Woo! Emotion! And not at all any unwholesome content. Woo!
Emotion on the ocean.
There's a
Wow.
lot of things going on this ocean.
Especially for Johnny, but anyway.
Yeah,
Oh,
hearing.
yeah.